Hello everybody, Admiral Kurt here. Today I have a ranks replay analysis from Season 8, which is Tier 8 7v7. So I am playing 222 Shokaku versus another Shokaku. There's a Monarch, Turkets, Margate, Charles, Hipper, and Z23 versus the Alabama, Bismarck, Key, Charles Montel, Otago, Benson. In chat, as you can see, I begin to communicate with my teammates. This is really important in ranks because you need to be able to work together as a team. So first off, I begin with my dive bomber scout, and begin to empty it. This makes it go faster. I can't remember the exact number it goes faster by, but this makes it faster so that you can quickly scout the enemy. I think our team composition is slightly better because a Monarch it's okay, but other ships do its role better. Hipper for an Otago any day. Benson for Z23. Benson's usually better than Z23 because Z23 is too clumsy and it's too big, and it's not as good. At the beginning, I spot the Z23 and their whole team except the CV, which is not important at this time, because you're unlikely to kill a CV in most ranks. So as in the beginning you can see that I react to this strafe, but I don't react fast enough because I saw it coming, but I was controlling the dive bomb setting waypoints. As a result, I lost 3 planes and he lost none. So I congratulate the enemy CV, saying job well done. So at this point I send my dive bombers down to try and scout, as you can see here, and my bombers are just going around doing whatever, going to strike whenever I can strike, but currently this is a big AA blob. As it is a big AA blob, you're unlikely to strike it, and because last seen his fighters were about here and here, yeah, as you see there's probably one here as well, so he's defending the Z23 from being spotted. Charles here is doing a good job. He's being on the flank, harassing the enemy, because enemy's going here, and the Charles is like perfect flanking ship and kiting one. So I go in with my fighter to try and scout, but my dive bomber down here was caught because I was not paying attention. This dive bomber which uses scout should not be ever caught because it's faster than the fighters. I quickly spot the Z23, force him to smoke. That's one consumable down. He only has maximum 3 smokes left. That's important in ranked games because ranked games usually are not too fast. No, usually do not last too long. My bad, sorry. And you want the enemy to waste as many resources as they can in order to increase your chances of winning. The Otago is in smoke here. This is a Benson smoke, so this means it's a US smoke which usually lasts a long time. This is good because there's nothing that can spot the Otago, and the Otago can freely shoot the enemy. But if the enemies had a spotter plane, they could either shoot in smoke and he could be deleted. Here I react to a strafe and I try to do a back strafe. Unfortunately I was unsuccessful with this and he tags on. Luckily I have a Charles Martel AA nearby, so this engagement will come out in my favour. The enemy goes in with his bombers, so I send my second fighter squadron to go in. It is important to focus on the air fight, but also in the ground, on the surface, because you don't know. And all of this AA, as you can see here, this means that defensive fire is active, and you want to protect your friendly cruiser. Here I tag onto this fighter, I find out he strafes, I react too late, and I just leave it to tag. I lose 1 plane, which is lucky. So now my planes are coming in from behind, they're going in. This is where I make my first mistake. Oh no, not my first mistake, but my first major mistake. So I begin to just tag onto those fighters, follow them in. He's drawing them into his friendly AA, so my fighters are going to die soon, and they probably won't get them. Hipper, as you can see, not a very good choice for ranks because it's not very good. Gunpowder is a bit anemic, etc. I try to go and strike this Z23. Dive bombers auto drop because I need to try drop now. Unfortunately, if you can see on the mini map, the Charles is being dropped. This is not very good because he's gonna die and I react too late to this because it's too late. The catapult fighter is not going to hit, and I tried to get my fighter in, but no, it's too late. He's got no defensive now because he's used it earlier. I was going to eat 3 torps and die. Well, not die, but he's so low that enemy can easily shoot him, and he's going to die. I'm going with this dive bomber, try and get a fire, maybe some damage control. I was unlucky, but most of the planes were shot down anyway. As you see, I apologise to the Charles because I was not paying attention. However, my team is flaming him. I believe that Salt is not that great for ranked, because if you go salty, you're probably making rash decisions. If you make rash decisions, you're probably going to lose. If you lose, you get more salty, and then that's just a positive feedback cycle or loop, and it just gets worse and worse. This fighter here has very low ammo. Probably should rearm it, but I need to keep a fight up here to defend. I tell the Benson to come back because it's a bit too risky. Here I'm just watching the battle. There's nothing important going on right now, but people are trading. They have a 9-point lead. We need to get rid of that somehow. Get into their cap, unlikely. We need to kill a ship. I spot the Z-23. There's the Charles. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I was just pressing the map button there. The Z-23 is spotted here. He's still in the smoke. I keep my fighter here. Spot any torps that come out. Here come dive bombers. No, torpedo bombers, my bad. He's going to strike this Bismarck. My fighters were slightly out of position here, and that was really agitating because I knew that I could have easily stopped this if my fighters was just ever so slightly closer. But I was not micromanaging enough, and I not panicked him enough so that he only hit 2 torps. Bismarck is okay torpedo belt, not as good as Yamagi, I don't believe. So he doesn't take too much damage there. Next target looks like the Tirpitz because he's alone. Because he's got fighters here, and I realised that, so I pull my bombers back and bring them to the Tirpitz. As you can see, he's following these fighters, but he calls them off as I get near the Alabama. Alabama is basically in North Carolina, so it's good AA. Only differences are better torpedo belt and slightly worse Sigma. Here you can see Yamagi's going to eat torps. I realised that he's so incredibly low that I should go for him, but I feel like I would do better damage if I go for this Tirpitz. I was originally going to go for the damage over time, but as you can see his 2 fighters coming in, and I just have to go in, get as much damage dealt, and leave. So hopefully our team finishes Yamagi, and I realised that I have to trade most of my bombers. Land 6 torps, get flooding. He's flooding on fire, so he has to repair that. It's quite low, and now he can be the force of our whole team here. Target can shoot him, Benson can shoot him, Key shoot him, Bismarck can probably shoot him with his back turrets. Alabama almost in range, line of fire. So next up is our next priority target is the Tirpitz, and we are all focused on this Tirpitz. We need this Tirpitz to die. He has low HP. He has no damage control. 1 fire, maybe 2 will kill him. I send in my dive bombers to get in this damage every time stack if he does not die. I see that more bombers are coming in, probably going for a Benson or Bismarck, so I keep this fighter here. This fighter here is really close to Bismarck and should be losing HP. And I decide to try and bomb this Charles Martel. I react too late, realise he's strafed. This is so like because he manages to lock my fighters down and everything, and I try to exit strafe to kill planes as they go in, but he jukes me, and Alright, so I should have waited slightly longer. I go in for this head-on strafe. I kill no planes because there's not enough ammo left, and there's not enough planes in the squadron to make a head-on strafe count. Charles is now very low. He should die. Game's looking good. Hopefully our team stays together in this group here. If they stay like this, I can easily protect them. This group here has good AA. There's a Key and Alabama. Key has good AA. Alabama has good AA. Targo can hold his own, and Benson can pretty easily dodge all carrier strikes because it's so small and maneuverable. So Charles Martel goes down. It's a 6v3. This is pretty much guaranteed win. We have almost a 300 point lead, just under. Here comes Benson. He dukes. He dodges, thinking I'm going to strafe, but in fact I didn't. Now I strafe because he's going to commit to his drop. Now I strafe, get most of his planes. 2 bombers, not going to do a lot, and he misses. So here comes the Monarch. Here's one of my better bombing runs, and I begin to try and bomb this Monarch, get him down, help our BBs down here. So there's only a catapult fighter, which is probably from the dead Charles Martel, and a surveillance spotter plane. So this is a pretty good drop, but I should have aimed slightly more forward because these 2 torps barely missed the tail. Here I've landed 10 torps so far. They were all on the Monarch and turf hits, but damage is every little bit helps. So he got a flooding, that means he's got no repair. So I'm going in for dive bombers. I keep this fighter here. As you can see, I zigzag to keep him spotted. I get 1 fire, looks like he's got fire prevention, so I aim for the stern. Sorry about that. See, the D is really low, I keep him spotted. Now he should die. Yep, he's dead. Looks like he's going in. And he dies to that. Benson does a good job. He turns into the torpedo bomber drop. This is what you should always do. Turning in. I go strafe. I get 3 of these planes. They're 4. And now it's 5v4 plus this 7v4. This should be a win for fight to fight. Only thing left is Shokaku. They're not going to get it. Look at the points. We've almost got 1,000. This is a good win. Well, I hope you enjoy this replay cast of a ranked battle and the mind of a CV player playing 222 Shokaku in ranked. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you think I should improve anything, or if you have any thoughts of what you would have done better if I have not picked on it already. See ya.